We start with 1 hour chart. Just I want to give a quick update. First of all, if you refer to our analysis in my last video when the price was within this move, we mentioned we can expect this one turn to flat for one more drop. As we can see, the price drop. All right, now we want to see whether this one can continue and break the previous low or not. Because if we want to look for this one as a flat, we need to the price break the previous low and turn to a deeper move. Then any reversal from there we can look for trade. Because if the price doesn't break the previous low, this one can turn to more complex. That means that times we won't have this flat. We will have the more complex correction within this move. Anyway, we start with higher time frame. We start with daily chart. And as we can see, based on daily chart, we have been within this down move for a long time. All right. We finally we will get the reversal as a sharp move, but the question how long we will be within this, because the ways consolidating is really corrective. And for sure, whenever most of the charts we have seen, whenever we have this sharp move, it follow with a deeper correction. All right, now the only thing is we just follow the chart, and if we get any trade set up for buy, we will take and we start to manage. All right, because finally we see this kind of the corrective move, we will get the reversal, and the reversal can be really sharp. That's why, as I mentioned, any trade set up for buy we take the trade, we start to manage it. All right, anyway, now we want to see how we can look for trade. As we explained my last analysis, we have been looking for this flat, the price drop, but the only thing is we want to see whether this one can continue and break the previous low based on this flat, or this one can tend to more complex correction. And based on forward chart, we don't have any trade set up to look for buy. The only thing is we can have entry above this. All right, that means we wait and see whether this one can break the previous low and can retest the previous low or not. In this case, we move to lower time frame, 1 hour chart. You want to see how we can look for trade. All right, as we can see, based on 1 hour chart, also we don't have any trade setup. All right, the best things for me to look for trade, I want this one turn to a deeper correction, at least break the previous low. And for sure, the best things is if the price can take 0.0054. Then from there we can look for reversal, because at that time we confirm this flat already is finished. But if the price to start to correct or consolidate within this range, for sure we will consider this one as a more complex correction. And in that case, to look for the trade setup, we have to wait for the longer time, because as I explained, if we consider this one as a flat, the best thing is the price drop, break the previous low and retest 0.0054, then any reversal from there we can look for trade. One thing I need to highlight here, most of the charts they turn to a corrective move, and mostly we cannot find really good trade setup. It doesn't mean we are not going to trade it. We will trade it. Any trade setup for buy we take it. But if it's moving, we keep the trade. If not, we take out the trade. We are not going to look for the reversal with the corrective move. We're going to look for the with the reversal for with the sharp move. All right, even right now we have to wait. And how about if the price reverse from here? Either we wait for the sharp move flag, or we can have entry above this. All right, but if we're going to have entry above this, what we want in case the price reverse sharply, but if we are going to have entry above this, as long as the price break the previous low, which is 0.00566, then having entry above the top is not valid. As you can see, almost price near to the previous low. The best thing is we wait, we don't jump into the trade, we confirm with this flat, then from there we look for reversal, because we put this flat in relative to this. We need to get the confirmation that the price can break, and we confirm this flat is over, then I finish, then any reversal from there we will take the trade. For me, I won't take the trade unless I confirm this correction is done. That means if the price reverse from here, we can look for trade, but it will be considered as a short-term trade. Okay. Anyway, even based on forward chart, we will see how long we have been within this. I see some of the traders, they just wrote me whether this current BitTorrent is over. We cannot look for any trade setup. We can take. We have to be patient and we need to wait. And mostly we have seen this kind of the corrective move for others, similar to ADA. It's back to around 1 or 2 months ago. We have been within the really corrective move, but finally we get the reversal. And anytimes we get the reversal is really sharp. Even sometimes you cannot find a really good trade setup to look for trade. That's why any trade setup we get from now, we will take the trade. And what we can see here technically, we want to see this one give us one more drop. We want to confirm this move is finished already. Then from there, we can look for reversal. Okay. Anyway, we don't have any trade setup right now and we cannot jump in. There is no point right now we buy because we don't have any reason and we don't have any trade setup. All right, what we do here, we want to get the trade setup. Proper trade setup can give us a confirmation for long-term trade. In this case, we just follow chart. If I see any object, if I see any trade setup, I will share. Thanks.